Hello, everyone. My name is Melanie Moncada, and today the two objectives I wanted to focus on are one from chapter 13, which is define transfer of learning as it applies to the learning of motor skills, and another from chapter 14, define verbal cues and give examples of how they can be used in skill learning or relearning situations. In the notes, transfer is defined as influence of previous experience on learning a new skill and performing a skill in new context. And it is important because it can be used to develop skill progression in coaching and physical education contexts. So, what exactly is transfer of learning? It refers to the influence that past experiences or learned skills have on the learning or performance of a new skill. In kinesiology, this concept is important because it helps us understand how skills relate to one another and how we can learn more efficiently. There are three main types of transfer talked about in the chapter, and they are positive transfer, negative transfer, and zero transfer. Positive transfer happens when a previously learned skill helps in learning a new one. An example of this could be if you learn to skate, you might find it easier to learn skiing, since both involve balance and weight shifting. A negative transfer is when an old skill actually interferes with learning a new one, like switching from driving an automatic car to a manual one. Your habits might clash between the two. Zero transfer is also known as neutral transfer, and this is when past experience has no effect on the new skill. An example of this could be knowing how to play piano probably won't help you learn how to swim. An understanding of this can help coaches, teachers, and athletes design better training by building on skills people already know. It's all about using what you've learned before to make new learning easier, or knowing when you need a totally fresh approach. For chapter 14, verbal cues, in the notes, verbal cues should be short and concise phrases that direct the performer's attention to regulatory conditions in the environmental context, prompt key movement components of skills, and verbal cues can be used in several different ways, as the notes show. If we look at verbal cues, they are short, simple words or phrases that direct a learner's attention to important aspects of a skill. They're used by coaches, teachers, therapists, or even the learners themselves to improve performance, focus, and technique. A way to think about them is little reminders that guide movement. An example of this could be in teaching someone how to throw a ball. A coach might say step and throw to cue proper body movement and timing. An example with basketball could be a shooting drill where they say elbow in or follow through. These phrases help the player focus on key technique points. Verbal cues are especially powerful because they're quick to give, easy to remember, and they help reinforce correct movement patterns. In relearning situations such as physical rehabilitation after an injury or stroke, these cues are also super valuable. For instance, a physiotherapist might say heel first when helping someone relearn how to walk properly, or tighten core during balance exercises. These cues can reduce confusion and boost confidence, especially when someone is rebuilding their motor control. To sum it up, verbal cues are small but crucial tools in the learning and relearning process. They help break down complex movements and make learning more efficient and focused. Thank you, everyone.